Welcome to 91 Reasons, a pop culture fueled rocket into the far reaches of nerd culture. Featuring your hosts, Jeff, Rachel, Luna, Austin, and Josie. It's Tucker time.
Well, hey everyone, it's New Year's Eve.
Yay.
So you're listening to this, it's now 2020, the new decade, the new year. And I'm sitting with almost all the Tucker family.
Who are we missing?
Well, Luna has headphones on, so...
Let
me get my chair. Hang on.
Oh, you need to get a chair?
What are we doing?
I'm doing a mini episode.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you some questions. And we'll turn your... Now, because it's a show of audio, he's going to roll that chair in here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me level up.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. These are the most cringy, that's your word, right? Cringy slang terms from the 2010s.
Okay.
So I want your opinion on these slang terms.
Okay, I grew up in the 2010s, so I can tell you if these are real or not.
Okay.
Because
Then
I know
you can
some of the
decide.
terms that were popular.
You can decide what's the worst.
Okay.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
So I should note those.
Oh, God,
for
he's
those
talking.
I break the 2010s kind of into two halves.
Oh,
There's the
he's still
first half of the
talking.
2010s.
Why is this episode 2 hours long?
Oh.
This is a quick thing.
Dude.
Can I talk?
No, go ahead. I didn't say a word.
There's the first half of the 2010s,
Mhm.
which is
Wow.
still in the recession, still coming off of the recession. Everyone loved the Hunger Games.
This is not an old man
And
talk
archery
show.
was really big, right?
Archery.
Archery?
Because of the
Yeah,
Hunger
we had
Games.
Yes, and
the
all-
Nerf Girls archery set.
And,
Yeah, what, rebelled or something?
Yeah.
yes, and all of the music
Rebel.
was
Rebel.
like,
I rebel.
all of the music was really folky and Irishy. And
Yeah.
then you have the next half of the decade,
Yeah.
which is post-recession into the current political era.
What
Well,
what year did Twilight end?
Twilight ended in 2012.
Okay.
I would say 2013 is the turning point. 2013 is when internet culture went mainstream, and all of a sudden,
2013 was around the year I first started liking Jacksepticeye and Markiplier.
everyone started having a cell phone,
Yeah,
and the world
cell
as we
phone.
knew it was ruined.
Ruined.
Okay, old man.
Okay, boomer.
Okay, boomer.
No, are you a millennial or a Z?
I'm Z.
Because
Just barely.
they say
You don't act like a Z.
when people talk like that, they say "Okay, Zoomer."
Yeah, you're a zoomer.
Am
Is that the dumbest thing you've ever
Okay,
heard?
Zoomer.
Okay, so I'm going to get your reaction to these slang terms.
Okay.
Your eyebrows are on fleek.
On fleek.
Yeah.
What does that mean, on fleek?
They're good.
But what's the derivative
I have
of that?
no idea.
Where did
They're
it
on
come
fleek.
from? But where did fleek come from?
I just know that they're on fleek. Like I just know
I
that
thought
one.
Fleek was the bass player in the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
I never.
Oh,
heard
that's Flea.
I never heard this one out in the wild. I never heard it used.
Okay, the next one is out in the wild.
What?
No, on fleek. The next one is, oh, this is so stupid. All the feels.
All
yeah.
the feel. I
So
say that all the time.
You do really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Tumblr culture. So we're looking at 2012, Adventure Time, Tumblr culture.
No.
All the
when
feels.
Tumblr culture is 2013, 2014.
Yeah, when I was on Tumblr, that was people would always say, "Oh, Simon Petrikov, all the feels."
All the feels.
All the feels.
It's trailing. You know what it's coming off of? Feels with like a Z. You're at the very tail end of the Icon has cheeseburger culture.
But it's also that dumbing down of people
Yes.
because
Yeah.
you could say feelings.
Yes.
I have all the feelings about that.
Yeah.
All the feels is like I'm too busy
Yeah.
to say feelings.
I will say this: when that term was being used, David Tennant was still the Doctor.
Okay. I don't understand this next one at all. I've never heard
What is it?
Okay.
We stan.
We stand.
Stan.
No.
I stand everything.
Stan?
Stand culture.
Stan comes from stalker fan.
Yeah.
It originally started with K-pop people
Yes.
stalking the idols.
Stand.
So a stan is a mashing up of
Now it just-
stalker
now it
and
just means
fan.
when you really like something.
When you like-
but it
like-
came
yeah.
from stalker fan.
Like you stand Winona Ryder. Like you stand her.
No.
Yes, you do. You stand
But
her.
if I do, I would never use that term because I don't. I thought it was from Laurel and Hardy.
I have never.
That's
heard
how
of
old
it.
I am.
See, like there are different like categories. Like I'm a Marvel stan.
Stan is only a couple years old. That's a
I
newer one.
I thought stan would be a shortening of something you stand for.
No,
No.
But it's not.
no,
It's a mashup of
It's soccer
words,
fan.
not a chopping off of the end
No.
of a word.
Right.
Like in 2017, I was a Stranger Things stan.
Stan.
But they're also
my
called.
dolly friend.
So it's a
They're
noun.
also
Your
called,
mother is
they're
a
also
stan
called
of what?
stannies.
Wait, is it a noun?
It's a noun and
It's a
a
noun.
verb.
Yeah.
Or a verb?
Like okay, depends
Both.
on
You
the
can be a
wording.
stan or you
like
can
like
stan.
I could say I stan Marvel, but I'm also saying I'm a Marvel stanny. I say stanny all the time. Stanny is like
So you've morphed it even further from Stan to Stanny.
stanny, yeah.
Oh, God.
Stanny is like the name.
And I
for
should
it.
preface this by saying that when I grew up in the 80s, I didn't even like 80s culture, like gag. I never said gag me with a spoon
Like Austin,
or
you like
clean the
Nintendo,
kid.
right?
I think I said awesome a few times.
So you're a Nintendo
Radical
stanny.
gnarly.
I never said
offer
radical
I
or
will
gnarly.
I will offer this commentary. I'm not familiar with this term. I haven't heard
Stan.
it much.
I say stan all
But
the time.
from what I can hear, this sounds like a direct result of the rise of
Skywalker?
blatant brand loyalty and rampant fanboyism in culture.
But they're promoting that. You say stalker fan? You're a
Yeah.
stan?
You're a stan.
Oh
the
boy.
rise of
Oh boy.
ultimate fanboyism.
Like I stan Broadway.
Stan in the place
Alright,
where
next
you live. Okay.
Stan.
All right, the next one is YOLO.
Yeah, beginning of the decade.
YOLO.
Dawson, do you know what YOLO stands for?
You only live once.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember this.
YOLO.
This was used a lot in
Period.
school. 2010-11 especially.
It was the
I-
sequel to Keep Calm, really.
YOLO was cool until Target put it on their shirts.
Well, I think it's linked to...
Everything's cool until Target puts it on their shirts.
Well, I think it's...
If your mom's wearing it from a Target shirt, it's not cool anymore.
Yeah.
We were just talking about those stupid shirts where women proclaim that they drink wine. As if that's a skill. I don't understand.
Similar to swag. I see...
Oh, I want to smack you just for
Yeah.
saying that.
I
Swag,
see
swag
this-
bag.
I see this term...
But no, swag bag is using it properly.
No, you are a swag bag.
No. You get a swag bag for going somewhere.
It's full of swag.
I connect...
Yes,
I
but
con-
you're using swag as the sort of swagger, and I'm using swag as stuff you get.
I've never used it besides that form.
But in what form? You're pointing, and I don't know what.
No, I have a swag bag full of swag. I've never used
might,
it as
it might be too old for us.
Look at
Like I said,
his
swag and YOLO.
Yeah,
That
no.
doesn't sound right to
Swag
me.
became like your rating of coolness.
Yeah, this is the
I've
beginning...
never.
You have a lot of
ev-
swag.
Nobody has ever
So,
said that
at
to
the
me in that
beginning-
kind of form.
At the beginning of the 2010s, right when everyone was wearing Angry Birds t-shirts, swag and YOLO were the two big
Yes,
terms.
yes.
And they came with the rise of, I would say, EDM and rave culture.
Wasn't there
I
somebody named
associate
Swaggity Swag or something?
It was a lot of people in the music industry. They're definitely musical.
And he was the guy in the soup was saying swag swag.
Yeah.
But that's not swag.
But it faded out.
Oh God, I'm so old.
You know,
I'm so happy to be
do
old.
you know what word replaced swag in its use? I can tell you.
Shaggy?
About halfway through the decade, swag became vibes.
Vibe.
I've never heard that.
Vibes.
What is
Vibes
vibes?
Is the term.
Vibe check.
It's on the way out. It's on the way out.
Josie's in high school. She knows all this stuff.
Around 2015 and 16.
But see, but vibes return now in 2019. Vibes return to
Right
vibe
before
check.
you do something that would elicit a strong reaction from someone, you say vibe check.
Vibe check. And then you smack them on the neck.
Oh, I used to
Vibe
say
check.
gravity check and drop stuff, but that's because it was on the Jeffersons.
I would say around 2015, you see swag and YOLO on the way out, and all of a sudden, vibes and vibing, which
Oh my
I associate.
God.
Wait.
If you say vibing, I'm thinking something completely different.
No, that we sell T-shirts at
Yeah.
Target to say that.
Just
that's
vibing.
Yeah.
that's dirty.
Or like if you really,
It's-
if you really like
it's
something, you
changed
vibe
homes,
with that.
yeah.
You vibe
and
with it.
I say that all the time. That I vibe with things.
I work at Target, and I ring up a lot of stuff that says hashtag vibes, hashtag vibe. I notice it's a big
There's someone
thing
who
right
works
now.
there whose license plate is Vibe with me.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah, and
I thought they sold adult novelties.
Oh my god! And one thing I know,
Well, this is what the word is.
well, it's switched. It's switched terms.
Yes.
What I've noticed with the vibe,
you don't say.
I used to be
vibe with
hipped
that.
with it, and now I don't know what hipped with it is.
Now-
And now I'm scared of what's hipped
Like
with
if I
it,
see something
and what's
that I
hipped
like,
with,
I'm like I vibe with that.
Well,
or words to that effect.
What I noticed with the vibe culture is that it's all in very light pinks and yellows. So I attribute vibes to the rise of Instagram and pastel.
Yeah, you're also
color.
talking about that. It's on here. It's on. Well, no, it's on another one, another worst list, and that's things being somehow unicorn flavored.
Yes, pastel culture. Yeah.
Colors aren't flavors, right?
At the beginning of the decade...
It's grape colored, but grape flavored means... I don't understand.
At the beginning of the decade...
I'm lost.
There was
old.
a fringe movement for pastel culture. People on the internet liked it. And then soon the national chains and retailers, Forever 21...
Well, yeah, if there's a way to make money off of it, they make money off of it.
And now you look at, like, you know, you watch a chewing gum commercial, and pastel color schemes have made its way into the popular lexicon.
Well, wasn't there Pride shampoo?
Yes, yeah.
Mouthwash.
Mouthwash. Pride mouthwash.
The pride flags being mostly pastel colors.
No, that's the trans flag. Transgender flag. I'm talking about the rainbow colors.
Bright.
No,
all of the flags are pastel colors.
Oh, they are now? See, I don't know. I need education.
The whole
There's a pastel gay flag.
Yeah.
There's a pastel lesbian flag. There's a pastel
the pride flags
flag.
are a direct
There's a pastel
result
gender fluid flag.
Wait, Josie.
There's a pastel everything.
Josie.
Yes, but no, the pride flags are also a direct result of the pastel colors coming into the mainstream culture.
Your color knowledge is on fleek.
Yes,
Are you standing with it and vibing with your color?
I know exactly what
All
I'm
right.
talking about.
Did Drake invent YOLO? Because he's claiming credit.
No.
Drake didn't invent anything. Drake just copies things.
What about FOMO?
FOMO
What's
is
FOMO?
something that's recently popping up, and
oh wait, Josie doesn't know what FOMO
he doesn't know what FOMO is yet.
It's so new, you don't know it.
It's very new.
Do you ever fear FOMO? Do you have FOMO?
What is FOMO?
Austin, explain FOMO.
Fear of missing out. FOMO is a term used on Generation Z and the upcoming Generation Alpha.
That you see a post and somebody's having more fun than you are.
It triggers you, realizes you're missing out. So
there's a Charlie Brown shirt at Knott's that he has FOMO.
So right
and that's
now,
actually pretty funny.
If Mom had FOMO, she would be sweating at the fact that she doesn't have the American Girl doll that came out today.
I'm gonna get her. Don't you worry.
It's why video games now do limited time events to unlock stuff.
Something strange I noticed is
they're
these companies
capitalizing on FOMO.
These companies in their press releases very proudly state we use FOMO. Like companies are using this as a term in their
marketing.
The marketing, and I don't understand it because it has negative connotation. I hear FOMO, I think bad. I think like it's not a very happy word.
I've never heard that.
Here's the thing: I don't think I'm ever going to wing up a sweatshirt at Target. This is FOMO on it.
They have it at Knott's.
They have it at Knott's.
Do they really?
Yeah, a Charlie Brown shirt has FOMO on it.
Do they really?
Yeah, Charlie Brown's missing out on something.
I guess it's already happened.
It's already happened.
Wow. So FOMO is 2020.
And the Peanuts characters a lot of things, but I don't know if they're hip.
If FOMO catches
They're the opposite of hip. That's why we love them.
I will say this. If FOMO catches on into 2020, this is a direct...
Get to the next word.
No, I want to hear.
This is a direct rebellion and contrast to the internet culture.
I feel like I'm reading someone's essay. He's using all the keywords. A direct rebellion.
Ergo, footnote.
Metaphor.
Here's the next term.
Yes.
Oh, this one's dumb. I'm not crying, you're crying.
I use that one too.
Oh.
I have no idea.
And the companion to this one is somebody chopping onions in here? Oh, I hate that. As if you're not allowed to have any feelings of any kind. You can say all the feels, but if you admit that something is making you emotional, I'm not crying, you're crying. And somebody is chopping onions in here.
If I'm watching a musical and like someone dies, I'll be like, I'm not crying, you're crying.
To who?
I don't understand. You're just putting it out to the universe.
Yeah. It doesn't serve a function if it's not being delivered to another person.
You sound like Data.
What?
I don't understand.
Just go to the next word.
Fam.
It's like that one vine that's like, I thought you were
I don't know what it means. Does it mean like we're friends?
Family.
It's just family.
Again, it's the chopping off of letters.
Fam.
But
it's like your best friends that are like so close to you that you're like family. Like you're the family.
You're like family.
Yeah, I know.
You don't have to. You can say family.
You're the fam.
It doesn't cost anymore to say
You're the fam.
But I think it's this weird. And this is from every generation since the beginning of time. The younger generation has to somehow own the words by morphing them into something that only they understand as a club thing.
Yeah.
When texting first started, they used to post and publish texting acronyms so that your parents could know what you were actually saying. Like they would say BRB means be right back. Because I know you guys don't understand this, but the first cell phones your mother and I had
Mostly because they're terrible to type
didn't
on.
have a keyboard.
They have a
They only
keypad.
had numerical keys, and you had to hold the numerical key down to get to the letter you wanted. So they try to come up with things that were as quickly... That's where that stupid LOL came from. I don't know why LOL won't just die.
Yeah, it's been a
Well,
while.
it's mostly used ironic now, unless you're old.
Oh, well,
Next
I'm not
one.
crying.
You are.
Okay. Oh, this one's bad. Amazeballs.
Oh, that's a
I
mom
use
thing.
that.
Oh, it's
That's an
so
old lady
dumb.
I use it a lot.
Why do you use it?
I don't know. It just means I really like something.
I hate the word amazeballs.
I
It's
think
so
I
annoying.
think it's tacking the word balls on it that makes it so icky.
Well, I don't have a thing
like
for balls,
things are
but,
amazing, but
like
amaze balls, like
awesome
cheese
sauce.
balls, or
Awesome sauce.
Yeah.
oh,
Oh,
awesome
I don't
sauce
like
is
awesome
that's
sauce
stupid
either.
too. Oh, that's really
Next.
dumb.
I don't use that one.
Amaze balls. All right, what does totes mean?
Totally.
Never heard
So
of it.
it's the Valley Girl version of totally,
Yeah,
but now it's
short
just
Valley
So
Girl.
like,
totes.
here, let me do something. Totes fam.
Oh, that makes me want to hurt somebody.
Dude, I stand that girl, totes fam.
Oh, God. This is even worse than I thought it was going to be. Totes fam is
Just
not...
how we talk.
Totes fam is
Totes
not
fam.
amazeballs.
Totes fam.
I know of the term totes my goats. Like that totes my goats.
What?
Totes my goats.
What is that?
I've heard whatever floats your goat.
No, like...
Instead of float your boat, they say float your goat. But I've never... I thought totes was somehow things you carried.
That's
That's how...
That's a tote bag.
That's how old I
What's the
am.
term, Mike? That's
Austin.
totes my goats.
No,
What is
no,
clear
no,
in your
no.
head?
What is what?
What is clear?
Clear.
The ghost is clear.
The ghost is clear.
As in,
Oh.
you can't see through it.
But you really thought coast is clear was said ghost is
Yeah,
clear.
'cause it
That's
makes no
what I
sense.
say.
You
Yeah.
say ghost is clear?
Yeah.
It's a ghost.
The ghost is clear.
No,
You play it,
that's-
Mom.
The coast is clear.
Here's what
I have never
you should
my whole
you
life
should
it has
you
been
should
ghost.
put that on social media and claim ownership
What is this?
of it.
Mom, what do you play it by?
What?
You play it by... If you're going to make it up as you go,
You play it by ear.
it by
Ear?
ear. A lot of people say year.
No.
Here.
You know what other
It's
people
a
say?
slow way to plan
Mom,
it.
what do you say when you're tired, but then you get
Because they
awake
want it
again?
to be an increment of time.
You get a
Awake again.
second
win.
Yeah, because people at my school told me I was wrong, and then it's second wind.
Second wind.
Yeah.
What are
No,
you saying?
second win.
No.
win.
No, you're
no.
wrong.
No, if you're tired,
I know
and
that it
you
does
get,
mean second wind. I do understand that. I really do. But I've just always said second win. It's like short for
What?
win.
Second win.
That's what
you're
we
not
say.
saving anything
You're saving
by
your
leaving off that
awakening.
D.
But it just
You're
sounds
not
cooler.
saving any time when your mom's like, I've got a whole year extra in my life by not saying wind.
Evan,
always
for me,
said that.
I've always
It's
said
second
win.
wind.
Second win. But it
If you're
means
tired and you need to rejuvenate,
Yeah, it's
you
your
go,
second win.
Duh.
Win.
Wind.
we understand. That's what I'm telling you. We
No,
understand.
Josie is mystified by this.
Oh, I understand.
Second win.
Like,
Next.
But we-
wind.
No,
Oh,
because
okay.
no, because you're getting up again. It's the second time
Yeah,
you're winning again.
Get your breath back. You have a second wind.
No.
All right, I'll play you a music video. It's called You're Only Human, Second Wind by Billy Joel. Till that old second wind comes along. No?
That's
I think it's
In-
Austin
in
who
The
says
Simpsons-
he's always saying he could care less.
I couldn't care less. If you could care less, that means you could care less. But if you couldn't care less, then like, I don't care.
I'm getting a headache.
I know. In The Simpsons,
goodness.
when Homer runs the marathon, and he goes, oh, God, I've hit the wall. Ooh, second wind. Oh, a neck of the wall. Third wind. Second, third wind. And then he turns into Grandpa.
Can I sit on the couch or is it too squished?
no.
Oh, I don't
Yes,
no-
I'll switch with you.
There we go.
Okay, we're switching now.
Oh, thank you.
Austin
I
needs to
just
get his
got a break.
second win for the show.
It's my tush hurts, okay?
Ah!
Okay,
No
so
more talking.
so the word tush.
Yeah, so for those that are unaware, I'm almost done with this comic book. I'm working on a comic book.
Yeah.
And I colored 7 characters today. And I never sit at my computer
Yay,
from...
we're done, we're done with Austin talking.
What word is this?
Woo, what's next word?
I was just going to say I never sit at my computer...
Did your furry say YOLO?
I bet your new comic is Amazeballs.
It's okay. I'll do my own
Are there any
podcast.
more words?
We would love that.
Yes, the next word is. Oh, this is one of my least favorite of all. I think it's stupid. I think people who use it
yelling.
are. they've got something wrong with
I was
them.
gonna say something totally normal.
No.
Ooh.
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 Clapped back. Oh,
I
that
don't know
is
what that is.
so
Wait,
stupid.
how do you spell that?
No, Austin. It's when you're in an argument and then you say something really funny. The people in the other comments, in the Twitter comments, will be like, "She clapped back."
That is, I've never heard of
It's
that.
stupid.
Clap back.
No,
I have never heard of that.
It's
Wait, why would you be clapping in an argument? Why would you applaud?
You know,
Because
someone?
you do this.
This is
What?
how you get your point across. You clap really hard. She clapped back.
What? What?
listen. I envy you not knowing this.
I'm lost.
You know where I see this most often is
Huh.
Yahoo News.
Yeah, this
Because
is
they'll
this is
say,
another marketing.
yeah,
thing.
they'll say, "Oh my God, did you totally hear what Chrissy Teigen did on Twitter?"
This is more used by people in a boardroom than real humans.
Somebody called her out and she clapped back.
What?
It's like the marketing people on The Simpsons.
Austin,
You know those two characters always show up that are horrible? They're like, well, market research says we don't do a reply or a retort. We clap back.
Have you ever seen one of those posts where they're arguing, but to get their point across, between every word, they put the clapping
Yeah,
emoji? That's
yeah.
what it comes from.
You lost
Oh.
me at post.
Yeah, no. You lost
Once
me at
again-
Twitter. I deleted Twitter.
I should mention that unlike the other two, I'm not much on the internet.
Oh my God, you
So-
know, man.
I kind
Okay.
of feel
So you
alien.
don't exist in the modern world, and you'll
I-
never
Yes.
have a career.
Clapped back is just stupid. It's just stupid.
Okay, next one.
I can't even.
That one kind of makes me cringe.
Now I know this one is another sweatshirt one at Target.
Yeah.
We sell
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
We sell that.
Once
at
it hits
Target.
the sweatshirt, it's
Isn't that
over.
cool?
Can't even.
There used to be MTV back when they were actually played things that weren't just little girls having babies. They had bumpers in between their shows, and one of them was really funny. And this is like probably late '90s, early 2000s, and it showed a basketball player on the court doing an interview, and it's all done in cartoon. There's no dialogue at all. It's just he points to his earring and he says "bling." And then the reporter is like making the story and types out "bling." And then all the way down the line, suddenly at the end, it's this woman in a minivan showing her earrings going "bling." And that's the birth and death of bling. So once it hits Target, it's dead.
Oh.
How come Josie doesn't know any math problems that end in odd numbers? Because she can't even.
Oh, you made
horrible.
a joke out of
It's
it.
horrible.
That was
That's not a joke.
That was good.
Oh, this is another just awful adulting. Oh,
This one is on
You know what?
t-shirts at
Okay.
Walmart.
this
Okay,
is
wait,
so
let me explain.
Today.
Let me
stupid.
explain. I rang up a coffee mug at Target that had this on it, and I thought it was like really raunchy. I'm like, ew, adulting on a coffee mug.
Yeah.
Why do we?
Well, you're confusing with adultery.
Oh,
Adultery is a verb.
Yeah.
Committing adultery.
That's what I thought it was.
Adultery
I'm like,
is what
so
you're
what
doing.
is adulting? Do I want to know?
Adulting is growing the hell up. Oh, I can't adult today. I can't pay bills. I'd rather just watch SpongeBob all day.
Can we talk about the Numera girl, the girl of the year?
Well, school should
Numerican
teach us how to
girl?
do taxes
She comes
and
out
Adulting.
tomorrow, just
how to
saying.
get a job.
How about All the Things? Is that
never
real?
heard
I've never
that.
heard that
That's
one.
like
Oh,
That's
that's
like a-
a,
that's
no.
like a rage
That's
comic.
a great song by Blink-182. All the small things.
I've never heard that one before.
That's pre-2010.
I just threw up in my mouth.
Lame.
That's 80s.
Yeah.
It's
No idea.
90s.
It's
It's from a
90s.
movie. Dumb. Oh, I hate Doggo.
What?
I love dog. It
I
was
hate-
started by Markiplier.
I hate Doggo and Kiddo. Adding O to
okay,
kid
but
and dog.
Doggo and Puppo.
Wait a minute. Correct me if I'm wrong, but those come from Homestuck.
No, they come from Markiplier.
Doggo
think it
comes
was
from
used
Homestuck.
No,
before.
Doggo's from Markiplier.
Doggo.
Yes, and Markiplier played.
You know I want a dog more than life. I would never call him a doggo or her a doggo.
I think it existed before Undertale.
You know,
I think
There's another one connected to this one. Heckin' good.
heckin' good Doggo.
Oh, yeah.
A
no.
heckin' good
That's
Doggo.
a Tumblr post. That's
Oh.
a heckin' good doggo.
It's one heckin' good Puppo.
there is one I find funny, and I saw a post on the internet, and it made me chuckle. It was
I saw a post on the internet.
Was it
That made
on
me
fleek?
chuckle.
yes, it was a raccoon, a real big one, right? It was like
A real big
Oh, bigot.
it was like the size of a pizza,
Why don't
right?
you just say big one, Austin? You don't have some kind of zoomer who shortens words.
Zoomer. Zoomer.
What? Can we get the joke?
And it was
There's no joke.
it was a raccoon like the size of a pizza. Right?
What is the size?
Stop
No, please let him go on. Please let him go on.
And it was like squatting on the ground.
Like in diameter?
Like it was a big raccoon, right?
Okay.
And
Measured
it was on the
circumference.
ground. And it was looking at the camera with like those red eyes. And it just said,
No, that play around.
an absolute unit.
Oh, yeah, that's a good meme.
An absolute
Absolute
unit.
Anything that's like big and fat is an absolute
Or,
absolute
or
unit.
it's chunky.
Look in awe at the
chunky
size
boy.
of this
Like
lad.
Big Chungus?
No, like one chunky
Chungus
boy.
doesn't refer to chunky, right?
No.
Chungus is specifically that Bugs
Yeah.
Bunny image.
Oh,
But,
okay.
like, have you ever seen
Let
a
me-
fat cat picture? That's one chunky boy.
So the other day I was bringing up
But BOI,
these kids,
right?
B.O.I. boy.
And there were two
There's
boys.
like you can look up like a chunk scale
yeah,
for
chunk,
animals.
big chunky.
So I was bringing up these.
But the biggest one is an absolute unit?
Yes,
Yeah.
Absolute
absolutely.
unit.
I know that. So I was bringing up these two kids, 12-year-old boys, buying Nerf guns.
In
And
awe of the size of
They
this
were
lad.
arguing whose Nerf gun was bigger. They were calling him Big Chungus.
And this is an argument they will have their entire lives over whose Nerf gun is bigger. And you know that unit is another word for wang, right?
Is it?
Yeah.
I didn't even know. I didn't know
Like-
that.
What is it? What is the word? Something unit?
An absolute
An
unit.
absolute unit.
Raccoon.
See, an absolute unit, if you tell me, because I'm old, would refer to a big bottle of Bacardi that represents your wang. An
Oh my
absolute
God.
unit.
No, an absolute unit.
So
is a
anyways,
big fat
these
animal.
these kids were arguing, I have
Oh.
the bigger Chungus.
Yeah. It was the mom just off into space.
Yeah. And then there's a little kid. He's like 4. And the two kids, they're buying the big Nerf guns. The little kid that's like 4, he buys a bow and arrow. Like, what's it called? An analog bow and arrow. And I'm like, there's something string? Well, yeah, I was like, there's something.
Are you implying the guns or electronics?
What's an analog bow and arrow? By its own definition, it's just a bow with a string. Is there a laser-sighted bow and arrow I'm
He's implying
missing?
The guns are not
Yeah,
analog.
well, the guns are very technological. Anyways, I just think there's something poetic to the two big kids
Poetic.
buying.
Living in Metal Gear where the
Oh,
guns
God.
Well,
go with
let
the
me-
fingerprint.
What's the
and they
next
only
word?
shoot
This is
with-
so funny because we have Luna, who's the older person soul with the older slang. Josie, who knows the current slang, and Austin, who knows zero.
Well, I think it's poetic. There's two kids buy the
Poetic.
big guns, and the youngest kid, like the sneaky little one,
Yeah.
buys the bow
Right,
and
it was
arrow.
like playing Sneaky Archer, like every Skyrim player ever.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, what's
Okay,
the next
the
one?
next one is, I don't even know how to spell it.
What?
T-H-O-T? Thought? What does that mean?
Oh no, that's like a really bad
That's a
word.
derogative term.
Yeah, you gotta edit that out of the show.
Oh, it's that-
No,
not that bad.
It's Austin makes it. It's like
That's like a
it's
strip
a girl
club.
who shows off.
Lighthearted derogatory.
Yeah,
word.
Is
it's like
it
a
short for something?
No,
No.
no.
It's
It's like
just-
a.
It's just what. It's just a word.
he doesn't know what he's talking
What
about.
is that word for girls who have water bottles?
Well, I don't know what.
Visco girl?
Vi-
Visco,
what?
the
Heard
Visco
that.
girl.
Vis-
The Visco.
Visco girl.
Yeah.
So is thought related to
No,
Visco?
no. Thoughts are like the girls in school who wear like inappropriate clothes.
Oh, okay. Like from what your mom and I would call hoochie.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Which is, I'm going by words that were on The
Austin
Simpsons.
is making
If they're on The
10 times
Simpsons, they're
worse
okay.
than
I
it
thought
is.
that word was really derogatory. I didn't know that it was
no,
an
it's
okay word.
memed to.
It has.
No, there's
Okay.
like people.
Once
are-
again, I'm
Gone.
Yeah,
okay.
be gone.
Okay, this one's just as bad. Lit.
Lame.
Nobody likes lit.
Nobody says that anymore,
No.
right?
I don't like it.
This party's gonna be lit.
Nobody says that.
'Cause I-
Nobody
I think that
says
was
that.
made up by
Josie's
older people. to make
Josie's
fun of younger
upset
people.
by the word
I
lit.
don't know if anyone ever actually used
itchy.
that.
The reason
I hate the word.
The reason I don't the reason I don't like it. Oh, Luna, please don't touch me. Thank you. The reason I don't like lit is because it comes from stoner culture. It refers to a blunt.
It's not stoner culture. Make him stop talking.
It
No.
does.
No, this
No,
is
I'm
good
correct.
stuff.
No, lit comes from like a really cool party, but it was never said by anybody ever. It was like clapping back.
Was it in a movie or something?
No, it was created to be on T-shirts at Target.
No, the goal. Okay, I heard it at my school when I first went to high school, and it comes from stoner culture.
No, it
'cause you
does
light
not.
a blunt. Yes, it does. That
It
is
does
where it
not
comes
come
from.
stoner culture.
Yes, it's referring to marijuana.
All right.
It totally
Move
is.
on.
The next one's pretty dumb too.
What
I'm
was
surprised it made the list because people don't like talking about it. Woke.
Oh, yeah.
Can't stand.
People take that seriously still.
Yeah, I can't stand it. Because it implies that if I don't believe the way you believe, I must be stupid or uninformed or willfully ignorant. That's why it's a mean term. And the people who use it are supposed to be the nice ones.
You're going to get canceled.
You're gonna get canceled. Cancel culture.
That's so stupid.
Next one.
If you put everybody on a pedestal, everybody will fall off that pedestal. Period.
Period. Is that on the list?
I don't know the next one.
What is it?
Brosef?
I have no idea.
Brosef?
No.
I've never heard of
That's
that
just
before.
like Joseph and Bro together. That's nothing.
I don't
have
know
no
what
idea.
Brosef is. I've never heard it used.
Uh-uh.
This one is words that are separated by clapping hands.
I don't
Wait,
know.
wait, yeah.
I don't understand.
Yeah. Blank is everything.
I'd say that all the time.
Yeah, it sounds like a Josie
I
term.
do that all the I say that to everything. Like, literally, like...
So everything?
to everything. Like, this pair of
Everything.
glasses, it's
Oh,
everything.
look what a fan wrote to me. Happy New Year, Rachel. Thank you for always contributing and sharing your wonderful photos of dolls going places. Looking forward to your adventures with your girls for 2020. You make this
Wow.
great.
See, Austin,
How
Mom has
sweet.
clout on the internet, so she has a future, unlike
Yeah.
you.
I have some.
fan.
You need followers. What are you doing with your life?
I have some best of decade questions. So
Imagine being on the internet.
when we're done with the
and, like,
awards,
not-
I want
So
to quiz
is
everyone.
everything is officially retired, just so you know.
No, I say it all the time.
No, according to this list, it has to be
It's not
retired.
I
That's
say
the old
that-
decade.
Like
I say that all the
Josie,
time.
like Bongo the monkey from the First Nine. He has been retired.
Okay.
Beanie Baby reference.
Make him stop.
I did a thing.
Nope, never heard
Like,
of it.
as like a, oops, I did a thing, or is it like...
No, I think it's like you post a picture of something and you say, "Oh, look, I did a thing." I've never done it. I've never used any of these words. So you're looking at the wrong person for explanations.
I've never heard that before.
The other, this is the next one is, I hate this one. Said no one ever.
I like that one, though.
You know what I mean? Like, I like school. Said no one ever.
I've never heard that.
And on the same lines, the newest one is no one, colon.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
me.
Oh,
I do
God.
that one, too.
Oh, so stupid. Using people's names as tropes. It's not Karen's fault. That's the rise of Karen and Chad
And Kyle.
and Kyle.
Oh yeah, I've been trouble
Chad.
grasping
It's weird
this
because
word.
I really liked Good Guy Greg and Scumbag Steve
yeah.
memes.
Well,
Oh, the
they
beginning of the
copyrighted
decade.
their faces.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were like, no.
They were real
No.
people and went to go on to make money off of it.
Well, I would say Scumbag Steve was the first big standout meme of this decade.
He was actually a scumbag, though. He copyrighted his hat. And anyone who used his hat got sued.
Well, so did the Fine Brothers.
That's
so-
like Disney
Hold
tried to
on.
copyright Dia de los Muertos.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
And Taylor Swift tried to copyright Shake It Off. And the judge said, no, you can't have that. Something being fire.
No, ooh, that's on the same level as lit. I don't like that. I don't like
Yeah,
that.
well, it's the
I don't
same
like that.
word.
It's the
Ooh.
same thing.
Smash that like button.
Smash that like
Smash
button.
that like
I
button.
wonder, who was the first
I don't
person
know.
to say
Someone
that?
said that unironically, and then
And
a
it just-
million people said it ironically.
Hey guys, smash that like button. Don't
It's-
forget to hit the subscribe
I was just
button.
asking your mom about this. Like, who was the first person to make the thumbnail of their eyes wide open, their mouth hanging open, like they
It works.
can't believe what's happening? It's the same thing of you
Gone
won't believe
wrong.
number 6
Uh-huh.
and
Gone
gone wrong.
Not
It's-
clickbait.
Calling
it's
Boss
so
Baby at 3 a.m.
yeah.
Gone wrong.
Joey Salads. Hey guys, it's Joey Salads. Everything he does manages to go wrong. I don't think, according to his videos, in his life, nothing has ever gone right. Oh,
That's storytelling.
this one's bad too. Bay.
They.
B-A-E. I've never used Bay. I don't.
Laura made her profile.
Waifu?
Did you ever
Laura
think
made
would
Baby
be
Yoda her profile picture.
Laura's
Oh my God.
profile.
I can't even have Yoda stuff in the house when she's around. I have to hide it.
Waifu.
Like-
Is Baby
like
Yoda
that.
your waifu?
Dad, mom is your bae.
No, she isn't. She's my wife.
Your bae.
What is-
She's my lady.
What
Who's
is
your bae?
what is
No.
Bay? Explain.
Bay means significant other.
Yeah.
Okay.
When
Oh,
Bay
it's
when
short
Bay
for
comes in
baby.
a room,
Who's your waifu, Austin?
Who is my waifu? I look in the mirror every day and see my own waifu.
there you go.
Myself.
Wow. Okay, cool.
Wow. And Crystal from Star Fox.
I was today's
go.
years old
She's
when
right.
I
I was
learned.
today. I don't like that. That one's
I was
annoying.
today's years old when I learned.
Terrible.
Never.
It used to be
never
just.
heard of it.
You know what it is? Today's years old, what I learned, is the new version of life hack. Right? I was today's years old when I learned you could do this at a place.
I know you're scrolling up and down. Can we make sure the episode's still recording?
Yeah, I keep checking it.
This is a good episode.
I keep checking it every.
Okay,
It's fine.
Okay. And I still have my best of decade questions I want to
Yeah.
ask.
Dank.
Well, you better start getting to
Dank,
it because
yeah.
I'm wanting pizza soon.
Yeah,
I'm hungry.
so-
Dank.
This list might go on for an hour.
No, it's almost over.
Oh my god.
Oh, the last one is. Was the last one? Sorry, not sorry.
No, never heard of it.
That's when you're being an a-hole and you
Sorry,
want to put
sorry.
apology. That's not, it's your mom's version of just kidding.
Well, I don't want to sound pretentious or entitled.
Oh, well then you should stop speaking.
But I think we're all a bit too nice for most of these words. A lot of these words are pretty mean sounding.
Yeah, these words are for people who are on the internet doing mean things, looking into people's lives. Oh, Luna.
Hi.
I'm not familiar with most
I
of
get
them.
canceled on a weekly basis.
Yeah,
I don't care.
Luna was one of the first people to get canceled on the internet.
Yeah.
All through Homestuck.
I have
I
questions.
mostly say them as jokes to my phone.
I have questions.
Homestuck Twitter
Yeah,
cancels people
questions.
So
every day.
let's go through questions.
Oh, God.
What is the best movie of the decade
From 2010
to now?
to 2019,
Yeah.
what is the best movie of the
He
decade?
needs time to process.
Yeah,
so
I
you
would,
guys
it,
go
would,
back.
it would take me a few minutes. There are some good movies.
I know yours.
Oh, please, do tell.
Paddington.
Paddington was a really good
Paddington.
movie.
You love
Yeah,
Paddington.
I was stunned at how
There
good
you
that
go.
movie is.
Dad likes Paddington.
It's not the best movie of the decade. I know
Or
it's.
Infinity War.
I know it's.
Mainstream superhero movies. Get out of here.
I know it's fresh, but Once Upon a Time in Hollywood would be way up on that list.
The two
Way
that come
up
to
on that
mind
list.
are Cabin in the Woods and The First Kingsman.
Yeah, those are good choices.
I would,
Those are original movies.
another good one is the what's the Tom Cruise one where he's the sci-fi. and
Oh,
keeps
Edge
making
of
up-
Tomorrow.
There you
That
go.
Oh,
movie
that was
was
a good one.
stellar.
That was a
Manga.
good movie. Yep.
I've
I thought you were
actually,
going to say the Total Recall reboot.
yeah,
I'm too.
I've actually seen that movie about 10 times.
Oh my!
And the Total Recall reboot is funny because a lot of people don't even know
Don't
that
even know
that
it
came out.
existed.
Same with the RoboCop
They
reboot.
dragged the cars around every Comic-Con.
Total Recall cost $150+ million. Think about that. Nobody
under the
even
rug.
knows it came out, and they didn't go to Mars in it.
a shout out must be given to John Carter of Mars, which opened the decade with a thud.
That was a good movie.
It
I
was.
commented on Laura's profile, never did I ever, and she wrote back, Rachel Tucker, me neither, but I'm obsessed with this
Oh
little
my
guy.
god!
It's because he looks like a cat.
Oh my
Chicken
god.
Nuggies.
Is that
What-
why?
what-
He
Yes.
looks like a cat, you think? Could be. She
What's
does love
what's
cats.
the best album or song of the decade? All around. Mom, favorite album or song?
favorite album or song?
Yeah. Is it What Does the Fox Say at the beginning of the decade?
Oh, you're talking about like the whole decade?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
that
a
would
lot
be-
of music.
That's a lot
I
of
know.
music. I don't
Pick
even,
one.
I don't even know that I could do
See, here's the
that.
thing. Whenever we turn on those 80s things, you say, oh, the 80s was so good, there's no music today. But now you're having trouble thinking of good music from this decade.
Well, it's just
That's proving her point, isn't it?
Yeah.
it's a lot of time.
You guys are talking in circles.
What year was
anything he means?
what year was Born This Way?
Oh, that was like
2009.
So over.
Was it? No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was probably 11.
No, that's her
yeah.
debut album. Yeah.
A waste of time is what that. little
I like
page was.
Uringer.
I want my
like
time back,
Porter
Gaga.
Robinsons.
There
I
you
like
go.
Madion. I like.
Josie?
Probably anything Taylor Swift, but if it were Broadway,
This was really
Oh,
hard.
yeah,
Yeah.
Imagine
her.
Dragons.
But if it were Broadway, I'd have to say Hamilton because it was the first musical I ever listened to.
I'm a big Taylor Swift girl.
Yeah.
California 37.
Like Mother
Good
Like
choice.
Daughter.
That was a good album.
Oh,
I love
you're
Taylor
all
Swift.
uncultured. I choose Black Star by David Bowie.
that was on my list
That's
in my
great,
head.
but it's so depressing. I don't
Yeah.
want to be depressing.
Oh, well.
Why are your hands so orange?
I don't know.
You guys don't even know what you're
He's
talking
getting
about.
a winter rash that I used to get.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
A
like,
shout out.
You're missing the
Last
best
year I
song
did.
of the
Huh.
decade.
What?
Timberlake. I got
Oh,
this
yeah,
feeling.
Totally.
I think we should say our goals.
Can't stop
That'd
the
be a
feeling.
perfect way to end
All goals?
for the new year.
All right,
for 2020.
Luna, quick,
Uptown
what's your
Funk.
goal?
What are you doing? What are you up to?
My
What do
goal-
you want this year? To
I
happen?
want to move across the country and I want to work at home.
And you're so close to that.
You're very
happening.
close.
You're
And
very close.
and those could both be achieved
I
by the
can
end of
feel
next
it.
month.
I
We're
know.
very, very
So
close.
you're starting the year out really good.
Austin?
Josie, what are your goals? Oh,
Austin.
My goals?
Yep.
Complete my transformation into a lumberjack.
save for your move
Chop
next
down
year,
one tree.
right?
I was changing
No,
mine to kill one
in
deer.
all
I always wanted to be a lumberjack.
Let me be all serious.
like my dad.
My real goal is to, before I move, take care of all of my medical needs. I need a doctor's checkup.
That's what I did this
I
year.
haven't had a real doctor's checkup in a long time.
Well, it takes one phone call.
Yeah,
I know.
That's easy.
I know.
Don't you want to sing the lumberjack song? No. I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay.
I have to.
I work all night and I sleep all day.
I have to get my tooth removed.
I chop down
It is my
trees.
favorite book of the
Ate my
decade.
lunch. I go to the lavatory.
What?
Drive.
Drive.
Learn to drive.
Yes,
You're
that's a
definitely
big
gonna
one.
Finish up and get the license finally.
Okay, learn to
Put
drive.
on
That's
women's
a goal.
clothing
Worm.
and
Those
hang
are-
around in bars.
It's going to be an
I
ambitious
talk
year.
about worm.
Hog. Josie, what
Are we
doing
books of the decade?
People get very upset when
Yes.
they listen because I don't talk enough.
Oh, okay.
Do
Well,
books of
Josie's
the
turn.
decade
Worm.
because
No,
I
you
have,
finished.
but I have one.
Mention it in your goals. You want to read a book? What do you want to do?
She's yelling and
She wants to
organizing
reread her
about
favorite book of the
my
decade.
things I want to talk
Yeah,
about.
go ahead.
Suddenly, Josie's
My-
goal is to get away from her
My-
mother.
it's always been there. Favorite book of the decade would probably be Wonder. I love Wonder. Or Big Bridge to Terabithia, but that's not really from the decade.
What's your favorite John Green book of the decade?
I would much rather want to know what you
Oh,
want to comment.
I like-
What's your
I'm
favorite
getting
John
there.
Green
If you
book
would stop
movie adaptation of
interrupting
the
me,
year?
Mother.
Okay. And Luna's the one interrupting.
You're still talking over me as I go to say my goal. I want to
So
go.
anyway, I wanted to have a little chat
How come
here.
you don't yell at him like me?
I want to grow my hair out.
Been
Thank
our
That's
goal
it?
the last 3 decades.
That's your whole
Easy,
goal?
Just don't cut it.
I'm talking about learning to drive and overcoming major fears in my
yours?
I
life.
can't do much at
Your
14
goal is to
years
not
old.
perform an action.
Okay, it's Dad's turn. What are your goals this year?
Then again,
Something
so
you
is
guys
dieting.
did not make fun of or disagree with or
I'll
yell
speak-
about anybody else's goals except for
Me,
mine.
I'll
My good
speak
goals.
for him. I'll speak for him. Dad's goal is to see The Rise of Skywalker one more time in theaters before it
what are
leaves.
your
Why?
goals? I'd like to hear these.
My goals this year are to
It's like a dictatorship.
finish my 5th 6-key book. I'm on page 303 right now, and I have 200 pages to go. It's slowly killing me. My main goal in 2020 is to pay off all of our credit cards. That's the biggest goal I have. If we didn't have credit cards, our life would be totally different. So that's a major goal. I've already paid off 2. That felt so good to pay them off. So I'm going to pay them off one by one by one.
Wow, they let you
Nice.
talk. I'm impressed.
And then my other goal is to
He's the voice.
make my doll collection hit 40 or 50 before the end of the year.
Does that mean I get a turn now?
Rachel thinks they're her dolls.
My goal is to never use a credit card.
That's a good idea.
That's
It's a good goal.
Luna.
I had that goal up until we moved here.
I have a debit card which allows me to use internet money at stores. That's all
Yeah.
I need.
We only started getting credit card debt when we moved to Buena Park because the cost of living is so high.
Now, I have a credit card I use, but
But you're trying to obtain credit.
I'm trying to
purchase
get
a
credit
house.
to buy a house.
You're
So
buying a
is it
house
different?
next
They didn't
Okay.
teach me that in high school,
You're not
so
about
I don't know how
getting
it
department
works.
stores and
No.
running up shopping.
No,
You
no.
don't spend any money. Trust me, I know. You're so
Hey,
good
can
on
I
your
borrow
budgeting.
$20?
Okay, so my goals
There's going to be a fee.
are to get my health in check so that I can control my asthma better than I do. That's number 1.
Don't wear nail polish.
Not to put nail polish on my hands ever again.
We've all been instructed to
Ever
smack it
again.
out of our hands. If we
I've-
ever see it,
This entire vacation has been spent in hospitals on medication, dealing with this horrible infection that I haven't even mentioned on Facebook because it was so embarrassing. Okay, so yeah, no nail polish. Of course, I want to achieve $50. I'm at 35. And do more things with Dolls Going Places, with my photography, my Instagram, and my blogging.
Not
Okay.
break down when I leave.
Actually, get healthy so I can enjoy life after you're all gone. Oh, wait, was that out loud?
I think your doll goal should be called $50 before 50.
Yes. And hopefully get to Middleton, Wisconsin to go to the benefit sale for American Girl this July. And before I am too old, hopefully land a full-time job at Fullerton College.
There you
that
go.
I'm going to apply for very soon.
God bless us,
So
one
that
and
I
all.
can work to achieve to buy more dolls before I'm too old, and then I can just take vacation with my dolls after that.
All
It
right.
would be amazing.
Very nice. At this, for right now, we have a solid minute. I've started the timer. Josie, you have a solid minute to say whatever you want.
Oh my god. What do I say? Oh gosh, there's so much pressure.
That's a long time.
March is coming up. In March, that's
Promote your play.
We're going to start the timer over.
I'm doing that. I was
Okay.
literally doing that.
Okay, we're going to start the timer over. Your minute
Never
begins.
gonna get through this.
Your minute begins now.
In case you guys didn't get to see Girl in the White Pinafore, which was my first show ever, you guys really should have gone to see it because, like, I got to do nothing on stage and stand there for 2 hours. It was really cool. Anyways, this year, I actually have, like, a role. I get to do stuff. So you guys should definitely come see me and all my friends in Matilda the Musical. It's in the big theater, not the little tiny one. This is a big 1,300-seat chandelier, beautiful theater called Plumber Auditorium, and it's where Matilda will be taking place. If you've never seen Matilda, you should, because I've showed it to my family at least 600 times by now. Matilda the Musical, if you don't know what that is, read the book, watch the movie. It's got Danny DeVito in it. It's really good. And I'm going to be in it this time, so that's pretty cool.
You have 25 more seconds.
25 more seconds.
Where do you get tickets?
You can buy tickets at fuhs.booktix.com, or you can buy them at the door if they're still available, or you can buy them at the school if you go to the school. But you probably don't go to the school, so you can't really do that.
That was a minute.
Yay!
Luna, Austin, do you need a minute?
So, picking up where I left off earlier, after Jane was elected president, she started doing xenophobic laws. She was putting restrictions on troll breeding. So Carcat started the revolution with me. Okay, now, I should mention that I still have Homestuck.info as a thing. There's other Homestuck sites cropping up against me now. This is like a thing I've started.
But I still have 3,000 followers, and once I move out, I'm going to have time to record more streams.
And more episodes of Show Pesterlog, my podcast.
You have a podcast?
I have a podcast.
How
I also
did you get
stream.
a podcast?
I have one episode so far, last week.
I didn't know that.
I also streamed like 2 hours of Suburbcraft, an old Homestuck Minecraft mod.
Austin, do you need a minute?
I was just going to say, we're nearing the end of the year. I'm working on my savings account. Everything is focused on the move. Every dollar, every second of every day. It's all I care about. I so badly want to see the country. I want to see the world. You know, it's like I've spent my whole life here, and I desperately just want to see more and be somewhere new and different. And I got to learn to drive. I have, thankfully...
You've learned. You just got to get a little better.
Yes, I just got to get a little better. I got to work on it. I have to overcome my biggest fear, which is driving. Driving is my biggest fear right now. It's what scares me most. But, you know, I conquered the plane ride. I conquered doctor shots. I conquered the dentist. I figure I've the worst. I school. All those things I used to say I'm scared of, I'm not
Have
anymore.
you conquered bees yet?
Yeah, I don't care about bees. I bike outside all the time. These things that used to bother me.
That's big too.
Yeah, it is. The things that used to freak me out don't. Like, they don't even faze me. I don't feel any emotion for them. So I figure if I conquered those things, then I can figure out a car. Surely I can. And come out with at least a couple of limbs left, you know? I have a comic book I've been working very hard on. I started work on it in October, and I have worked on it every day when I have free time. I'm making it just for fun, just because I want to make it. I thought, you know, drawing helps me relax. It always has. So why not just take all of my art and focus it into one single creative project, so that by the end of January I can have this comic and say, look at this, I made this. It's a full comic book with an original storyline. It's my own wonderful furry creation.
All right.
I figured out my 2020 goal, by the way.
Okay.
I have a goal. I want to get into a fandom because I haven't had a fandom.
I don't know if those exist anymore.
When was the last Voltron in 7th grade was the last time I was like liking something. I want to like something again because I like Marvel, but there's nothing to like anymore.
Fandoms
okay?
aren't as well
I
structured
don't like
as
Black
they were
Widow,
a
so
few years
there's
ago.
nothing I'm excited for in Marvel right now. So I don't really have a fandom. So my goal in 2020 is to find something I like.
Well, I believe in creating
Homestuck 2, you
things.
still get on the
I
ground
think
floor.
there's always room for a new idea in this world.
But I also like to appreciate other
She wants
people's
to
ideas.
consume.
Well, hang out with us. You'll be liking Red Letter Media.
Yeah, that's true.
No.
I
Or-
do like
or-
that.
Consume product
Yeah.
and get excited for
No.
next product.
Or
No.
Clerks Animated.
That's not a fandom.
No.
That's like you guys.
Yeah,
Nothing
we're
has a
the
fandom
fandom.
anymore. Fandom
I will
culture's
find
dead.
something that has a fandom.
You gotta
Oh
go
my
on
God.
Amino.
Isn't theater a fandom?
Yeah, it is.
Kind
You're
of, but
Broadway
It's a
girl.
community.
It's a hobby.
Yeah.
but it's not a fandom. I can't because like
Forget fandom.
pick a play
Community.
to do fandom.
but you
Fri-
can't
friends.
like cosplay theater. You have to like
what I'm saying, you
got
have to
and like
play.
Theater is
do
nothing but
theater.
cosplay.
No, but like on the stage, you know.
Yes, it is all
it's
cosplay.
different to me. Like Stranger Things was like a big deal for me, and like I made a lot of friends that I still talk to today through Stranger Things, and like I don't have that anymore with anything.
No one has that anymore. It's all terrible.
Okay, I'm done talking.
The
To you.
only
All you
fandom-
do is just come at me.
I'm not coming
It's
at
true.
you. I'm discussing modern internet culture, which is what I am an expert on.
Gotta wrap it up,
That's what
folks.
I always talk about.
Oh, like
Hey, guess what, folks? They've turned on each other.
yeah. Oh my.
Coming
goodness.
later,
Now we're gonna do the
it's time for our
countdown.
annual Tucker knife fight.
We're
So we're
gonna-
all going to have knives, duct tapes to our
We're gonna
hands,
do our poppers,
poppers.
do our crowns, our confetti,
All right.
and we're gonna do the New York countdown.
Gotta
Make
go
sure-
watch the Germa Awards.
Make
And we're
sure
gonna make yummy
you
snacks
make
and
sure
food.
make sure you get all your booze tonight before Prohibition starts at midnight.
Be sure to drink your
This will probably be
Ovaltine.
the last New Year's Eve we're all together.
Yes.
For a long time, if ever, because we may just be visiting each other at different times of the year. So this
Okay,
might
well,
be
Happy
it.
New Year from all your friends here at 91 Reasons. Here's to another year of shows. Unless we shut it down. I've had people tell me to shut it down.
What? Who told you to shut it down?
Somebody told me not to do any more episodes.
Oh,
I'll
who's
tell you
that
later.
person?
I'll tell you later.
Oh, no, name them.
I can't do that.
Oh, I
No, I
would.
can't do that.
Do you have stands?
I fear none.
Yeah, it stands.
I fear none.
All right, I am Jeff.
This is YOLO.
I'm swag.
I'm fam.
I'm just mom.
All right, and together we are the Girl of the Year, known as...
91 Reasons.
Thanks for listening by Grandthar's Hammer. We'll be back with another episode. Live long and prosper. May the force be with you. So say we all. Hey, hey, hey.
This is Betty Davis. The unfortunate thing about answering machines is that some people are always hanging up. Our hope is to stamp out this dreaded affliction in our lifetime. So remember, the message you leave will be your own. Thank you.
And that's the end of this volume of Rich Little's Phonies. If you have ideas for future phonies that you'd like us to hear, send them to Phonies, Box 2110, Cherry Hill, New Jersey, 08003. And say the secret word and you may win $100. That's right. If we use it, we'll send you something special. Maybe Linda Carter? Well, not that special.